Good morning all. Today I brought you a new lesson. Today we are going to learn the uses and certain spelling rules of past simple in English language. This is one of the important tenses in English. As a learner, we have to understand the different uses and some definite spelling rules that this tense follows. Let us move on to the lesson. Look at this, children. Past simple form. One sentence is given here. Yesterday she cooked sweet potatoes. Let me ask you one question. When did she cook? What is the answer? The answer is yesterday. So yesterday means it is a past time. So what was the action happened here? The action of cooking that happened. So it is expressed in the past form. It is in past simple. Here we use a past simple to describe an action in the past. So at what situation we use past simple? To describe an action in the past. Now let us check the formation of past simple sentences. First we need a subject, then plus verb in past simple form. Look at these sentences. I cooked, you cooked, he, she, it cooked, we cooked, you cooked, they cooked. So with all these subjects, all the three persons are here. First person, second person and third person subjects. First person, I and we. Second person, you. And here third person, he, she, it, or its plural, they. With all these subjects, there is no difference with the verb we used. This is the first rule you have to remember. Past simple verb is used with all the subjects forms. Now let us move on to the next. Before we going to learn the different uses of past simple, let us check some spelling rules. It is common in English. Common rules. Let us check first one. Regular verbs. With regular verbs, we add ed. For example, cook, cooked. Jump, jumped. Here ed is added with the verb. So what is a regular verb? A regular verb means we get its past form after adding ed with its base verb. Second rule. Regular verbs ending in not a consonant, a vowel. Like E. We simply add D with it. For example, die. Its past form is died. Close, closed. When we come to the third rule, regular verbs ending in a consonant and y, which means the word ends with a consonant, then y, then changes the y to I and add ed. Then what is the rule is, we have to change this y with I. Then we have to add ed. Look at the example. Worry, worried. So worried, R-I-E-D. Look at the addition. I-E-D is included and y is cancelled. Next, cry. Here also the same rule. The word ended with y, but before y there is a consonant sound. So y we have to remove and add IED. Cried. Fourth rule of regular verbs. Regular verbs ending in a vowel and y, we add ed. For example, stay. This word is ended with y, but just before y we have a vowel sound, not a consonant. So we make its past form simply by adding ed. Stay, stayed. Play, played. This is the 4 rules with irregular verbs. Let us check. Let us check spelling rule 2. It is with a regular verb. That is one syllable verb. Ends with a consonant, vowel and consonant. Consonant plus vowel plus consonant. Then double the consonant and add ed. Then what is the rule is, we have to double this consonant, then add ed. This is the rule. Look at the example. Stop, stopped. Here, stop. This is a consonant. This is a vowel. Then this is another consonant letter. So what we get? Stopped. We get stopped. We doubled the consonants here and ed is added. That is the rule. Let us move to the second rule. A regular verb with more than one syllable and ends in consonant plus vowel plus consonant. What we have to do is double the final consonant only if the final syllable is stressed and add ed. So another rule with more than one syllable. Here we talked about monosyllabic. Here more than one syllable. In more than one syllables, if the second part is stressed, second syllable is stressed, then we have to add the consonant letter and ed. Look at the example. Prefer, preferred, prefer. Stress comes here. So this is 2-syllabic word, prefer, and the stress comes with the fer. So we have to double the consonant and add ed. Regret. You can easily understand this with, these are prefixes, re, pre, these are prefixes. When prefixes are there in a word, it is not a stressed one. So the next syllable may be the stress, may become the stress. So here also regret, regretted, regret, regret. So stress comes in the last syllable. So we have to double the consonant and add ed. Third rule. If the final syllable is not stressed, add ed, simply ed. For example, transfer. Here the stress comes in the initial position. Transfer, transfer. So we usually do simply adding ed. Transferred. Don't write R here. Transferred. Transferred. Simply add ed. Then fourth, verbs ending in L. Always double the L and add ed. So that is a special rule. All the words, especially in British English, the words ends with L. To get its past tense, we have to double the L and add ed. Example, cancel, cancelled, travel, travelled. This is with British English. Look at the fifth rule. Follow the rules above. That is this rule. Stressed or unstressed, final syllable. Whether it is stressed or unstressed. In American English, they use only one L. Travel, travelled, cancel, cancelled. This is in American English. So that is the difference between spelling differences in British and American English. Now let us move on to the next scene. Now past simple forms with irregular verbs. With irregular verbs, there is no such rules. They are formed. There are no rules for irregular verbs. You must simply learn them. Verses like this. Say, said. Teach, taught. Learn, learned. Fly, flew. And so many irregular verbs are there. Its past form is formed in a different way. But there is no rule of forming the past form. We have to learn it through practice. Now let us check some negative forms. Today I did not clean the room. Here the negative form is getting by adding did not with the indefinite verb. Today I did not clean the room. So this is the format. Subject plus, did not plus, verb in the infinitive form. Infinitive means root verb or base verb. Look at, with all subjects, first person, second person or third person, any subject, no change with the did not. We use did. I did not clean, we did not clean, you did not clean, he did not clean, she did not clean, it did not clean, they did not clean, everything. Without any change, only subject can be changed. Now let us move on. Contracted form. What is contracted form is did plus not is written as didn't. Look at the sentence. He didn't clean the room. This is the contrasted form. He didn't clean the room. A native speaker never say he did not clean the room. They say he didn't clean the room. That is contracted form. Now let us check some question forms. Did you clean the room? So this auxiliary we use at the beginning. This question form did plus subject plus verb infinitive. Look at here. Did, subject, verb in infinitive form. Then we can form questions in the past simple forms. Did I close? Did we close? Did you close? Did he close? Did they close? So this is the way we can frame questions. Simply exchanging subject and this did. Helping verb or auxiliary verb. Then verb to be. In be family we know that there are verbs like is, am, are, then was, and, were, then been. These are all called be family of verbs. To form affirmative to be form, we use I was, we were, you were, he or she or it was, they were. So with the first person and with the third person singulars, we use was. With all other subjects, we use were. Here were. That you have to remember. Now we can check the uses of simple past sentences. First use is to express a completed action in the past. Look at this picture. Here a timeline is given. We are here in the present and this is towards future and backward it is past. So if anything happened beyond this present, such actions can be expressed through simple past tense. Look at the explanation. Use the simple past to express the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. That is, an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. So here one action that started in the past and finished in the past. Such actions, to express such actions we use past simple or past indefinite. Sometimes the speaker may not actually mention the specific time. It is not necessary to mention the specific time, but they do have one specific time in mind. Let us check the examples. I saw a movie yesterday. Here, yesterday. It gives us the indication that it happened previously. So, we used the past simple form of the verb. Saw. I saw a movie yesterday. Second sentence. I didn't see a play yesterday. I didn't see a play yesterday. Here also indication of past. So, didn't see. Third sentence. Last year I travelled to Hyderabad. Last year is the indication of past. So, we used travelled. That is past simple. Then fourth sentence. Last year I didn't travel to Delhi. It is negative sentence. Didn't travel to Delhi. Here also last year, indication of past time. Did you have dinner last night? Here, last night is the indication of past action. So we ask, did you have dinner last night? Look at this. Look at this one. She washed her car. So this action was over. No indication of time. No mention of specific time. Here, look at that. No mention of specific time. Here, no mention of specific time. Yet, we can express it in past tense because it is already over. Already took place. It is already took place. The action. And he didn't wash his car. That is the negative form. So this is the first use of past symbol. An action in the past. Let us go to the second use. Second use is a series of completed actions. Look at this graph. Past, present and future. This is the timeline. How many actions were over? 3 actions. It is not happening in the present or will be happened in future. It is already over. So we can say that we use the simple past to list a series of completed action in the past. These actions happens first, second, third, fourth and so on. Example. I finished work, walked to the beach and found a nice place to swim. So, finished, walked and found. These 3 are in the past symbol. So, this is a series of actions that happened in the past. Second sentence. He arrived from the airport at 8, checked in the hotel at 9 and met others at 10. So here also we can see that he arrived and checked into the hotel and met. These are all actions in the past and it is a series of actions. Next question. Next sentence. Third. Did you add flour? Pour hot water in the milk? Then add the eggs? So here also a question form. Did you add flour? Pour hot water? And then add the eggs? Asking. So a series of questions we are asking to somebody to know about it. So this is the second use of past symbol. To express a series of actions in the past, we can use this. Almost all these series of actions are simultaneously taken place. Let us move on to the next use. Next use is duration in the past. Use 3. Look at this time graph. This is the past time and an action happened for a period of time. So the simple past can be used with a duration which starts and stops in the past. A duration is a longer action often indicated by expressions such as for 2 years, for 5 minutes, all day, all year, etc. So this is duration. Example, I lived in Delhi for 2 years. I lived in Delhi for 2 years. So this is a duration of 2 years, and we set the sentence in past simple. I lived in Delhi for 2 years. Some more examples. Suman studied Japanese for 5 years. This is also a period of time, but we simply say this sentence in past simple. They sat at the beach all day. This is a duration of time. Third sentence. They did not stay at the party the entire time. The entire time is a duration. We talked on the phone for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes is also a duration, but we expressed it in past simple, simple past only. Next sentence. How long did you wait for them? How long did you wait for them? Next. We waited for 1 hour. We waited for 1 hour. 1 hour is a duration, and we express it in past simple form. Past simple form. Okay, this is the third use of past. Use number 4. Habits in the past. Simple past habit. So these are all a continuous thing with the past. To express a habit which stopped in the past, it can have the same meaning as used to. To make it clear that we are talking about a habit, we often add expressions such as always, often, usually, never, when I was a child, when I was younger, etc. So, to express a past habit, we use the past symbol. Look at the first example. I studied Sanskrit when I was a child. So studied Sanskrit here means he used it to study Sanskrit. That is the meaning here. It was a habit. Continuously followed for many years or some years, etc. Or the entire childhood. Second sentence. He played the violin, which means he used it to play violin. Third sentence. He didn't play the piano. That is also a habit that he had not followed. He had not followed. Fourth sentence. Did you play a musical instrument when you were a kid? So a musical instrument, did you play a musical instrument means whether he had the habit of playing musical instrument when he was a child. That is the question. Fifth question. He worked at the shop after school. So that was his life. Once after school, he went to work in a shop. He continued it for many years, or still he out of the school. Then sixth question. They never went to school. They always skipped a class. So this was their habit. They never, which means they never used to go to school, and they always skipped a class. Now let us check uses 5. Some past facts or generalizations of things. This is the timeline, past happenings. Look at the simple past can also be used to describe past facts or generalizations which are no longer true. No longer true means they are no longer existing. They are no longer existing now. It is only a past habit. As in uses for, this use of the simple past is quite similar to the expression used to. Let us check the examples. She was shy as a child, but now she is very outgoing. So she was shy means she used to be a shy girl, a shy child. That is the meaning here. But now she is very outgoing. Look at the second sentence. He did not like tomatoes before. This was his habit. He did not like tomatoes. Third sentence. Did you live in Delhi when you were a kid? Did you live in Delhi? So actually, even though it is a past simple question, it is asking about a duration of time, the entire childhood. Look at the fourth sentence. People paid much more to make cell phone calls in the past. That was a habit. People had to pay a lot of money for making phone calls in the past. Now let us move on to the next